When I was attending a First Baptist church, there was an evangelist who came to town. And this particular evangelist was a children's evangelist. Before the main service, this evangelist went around to all of the classrooms where the children were. And he was telling the children that they would receive a prize if they came down to the front at the end of the service. And of course, at the end of the service, many children came down and they received a toy. When all the children were down at the front, he then proceeded to lead them all in a sinner's prayer. He asked them to repeat the prayer after him, and then he popishly declared all of those children to be saved. These are human souls who've been manipulated for the gain of some evangelist or pastor. These children have been manipulated and will potentially live their entire lives with the false assurance of salvation. It is my belief that this false gospel message has given more people a false assurance of salvation than any other belief. Preachers tell men that they're saved by trusting in an action or a choice that they've made. Those people are then confident in their relationship with God. Their consciences are pacified and their need for the true rebirth is clouded by deceit. Since this false gospel of systemism has been declared as the true gospel for generations now in the evangelical and Protestant world, countless millions are have a false assurance that they're right with God because at one point in their lives, they prayed a superstitious prayer. I believe that the heresy that's responsible for leading more people to hell than any other in modern times in the evangelical and Protestant world is the heresy that I call systemism. I define systemism simply as placing one's faith in a system to save rather than trusting in the Savior alone to save. People are being directed to place their faith in someone or something other than the person of Jesus Christ alone for salvation. So let me say that again. Systemism is a false gospel message that's directing people to place their faith in someone or something other than the person of Jesus Christ. This term is a broad term that could encompass many different beliefs, but the primary issue is that people are being directed to place their faith in someone or something other than the person of Jesus Christ alone for salvation. Why do people preach this message? Well, many preachers do it because they do not care about the glory of God and they do not care for the souls of men. They abuse people for their own selfish gain. They do not love souls, but they only care about the praise of men and financial gain or comfort. Other preachers have a zeal without knowledge. They do not preach systemism out of malice, but they do it because they believe they're doing a service to people. They believe they're being careful in their use of these tactics. Both the careless preachers and the careful preachers of systemism have the same problem at the foundational level. They trusted in a system, not the Savior.